I'm Stacey Berry, resident of Scarborough, raised here most of my life, and I actually have an office downtown Toronto. Commuting is a headache. It actually takes me longer to travel by TTC to downtown. My office is actually on Yonge Street than driving my car in traffic because of the amount of connections. You have to take a bus from where I live, which is off of Nielsen, and then you have to take the bus to Scarborough Town Centre, then wait on the RT, then take the RT to Kennedy, and then the Kennedy to the connecting line to get on the Yonge line just to get to a place that's really 30 minutes by car. And so it's really essential that we have transit that is more efficient, that's more reliable, so that people can drive less and we make our environment better by having more people take transit. And so driving, even in traffic, can be about 40 to 45 minutes, give or take, depending on the traffic. And taking the transit is like an hour and a half to sometimes two. Just for some reason with the connections and the way it's spread out, it's really inefficient. And there's a lot of people in Scarborough who say the same thing to me all the time about how ineffective the transit system is. I don't think there's any transit that's been built because we actually don't have a strong enough, we do have a business community, but it's not as strong as say our business community in the downtown core, where there just tends to be more money that's funneled downtown, and we just don't have enough voices that are politically engaged or actively engaged in community to voice why there's an essential need. So therefore the dollars just aren't directed here because enough people aren't saying we need dollars here, and we do have people that do need transit and who rely there. Some people don't have a car and they need transit to get to their job, and they just have to unfortunately deal with the consequences of an inefficient transit system. Now there seems to be some connection with the income inequality because we know in the downtown core there's the higher paying jobs, the expensive condos that people who have greater incomes are able to, they live there, and they can just walk to the subway from their nice home. Whereas in Scarborough, we got to really maneuver and take one bus to another bus just to even get to the RT. We're here at Scarborough Town Centre, and this is where the RT is, and to get here is not that easy depending on which pocket in Scarborough you live in. I think extending it to have a subway to come to Scarborough Town Centre would help. It would help a good deal because it would cut out the RT, which sometimes has so many people waiting. I remember when I had to commute to York, I would have to wait for so many opportunities just to get onto the RT because it was so crowded, long lineups, and that just adds to your commute time and even your frustration because you're coming from a long day of school or a long day of work and it's taking you forever to get home. And so I think extending it would cut out some of that frustration, at least getting to Scarborough Town Centre for those who live in Durham, and for those who live in different pockets of Scarborough, they could get there. And then with some of the businesses, it would be a little bit more attractive for them to want to open a business here or invest here because of adding that addition. So I think it's a great idea to do that.